This is ground zero for the tallest trees in the world. It's also known as a World Heritage Site that is globally recognized, so people come from all over the world just to see the trees and see the forest here.
Along the far north coast of California, people come to see some of the grandest trees on Earth, protected in Prairie Creek Redwoods State Park and nearby Redwood National Park. These sister parks, known together as Redwood National and State Parks, contain nearly half of California's remaining old-growth redwood forests. They're part of a single ancient ecosystem, but for most of the past century, they've been disconnected from each other by a short and narrow corridor along a beautiful but largely unprotected stretch of Prairie Creek, home to threatened species of salmon and steelhead trout, and small herds of rare Roosevelt elk. Gradually, though, in recent years, pieces of this precious and vulnerable Prairie Creek corridor, such as a shuttered logging mill, have been purchased from willing sellers, restored to nature, and returned to the public for access and enjoyment. Now the chance to fully protect and restore the Prairie Creek Scenic Corridor and reconnect Redwood National and State Parks is finally within reach.
I was so thrilled to hear when we were all talking this morning, reuniting the old growth in Prairie Creek State Park with the old growth in Redwood National Park, but not just reuniting those old growth forests, but reuniting the people and the community and the tribes and everyone together towards a common goal of healing the land. And I think could be a really special and a really exciting thing to see happen here. And I think there's a lot of potential to make that happen with this project.
The dream for me and for Jeff too, I'm sure, is to connect people to the parks and connect the resources together. The Save the Redwood League initiative to work out a connection where these two forests can be connected is a wonderful opportunity.
Save the Redwoods League has been an invaluable partner since the beginning of these parks. If it weren't for Save the Redwoods League preserving the lands in the first place, we wouldn't have these state parks and national parks to carry on that legacy.
Save the Redwoods League began its long commitment to protecting and providing public access to these treasured forest environments 90 years ago when it bought 166 acres featuring old-growth trees to help establish Prairie Creek Redwoods State Park. Since then, Save the Redwoods League has purchased and added nearly 17,000 more acres of redwood habitat to these parks, and now has the opportunity to acquire a critical piece of land required to achieve the vision of reconnecting and restoring the Prairie Creek Scenic Corridor.
We have Prairie Creek Corridor right here to talk about the fish and the salmon run. And
Christine Aralia from Save the Redwoods League leads a team from the League and its national and state park partners as they explore the now abandoned Green Diamond Oric Mill site that occupies the southern entrance to the Prairie Creek Corridor. Once a thriving old-growth redwood mill, it severed the link between the national and state parks and severely hampered the passage of wildlife along the corridor. The Oric Mill was closed and dismantled in 2009, and the site now consists of 125 acres pressed against richly forested hillsides and the confluence of Prairie and Redwood Creeks. A few remnants of the mill's structures and 45 acres of asphalt remain, but nature is already reclaiming this crucial portion of the Prairie Creek Corridor.
we are looking at actual elk prints right here on the Oric Mill site. So the elk are already coming back in and using it again.
Once you remove all of these active, highly disturbed sites or quiet them down, the resources which are here will start to move back in again. And it's a wonderful thing.
If Save the Redwoods League is able to purchase the Oric Mill site, it'll work in close collaboration with its park partners and individuals and organizations throughout the wider community to devise a detailed restoration and public access plan for the land.
So we really want to hear from the public, and there'll be a series of public meetings as we go forward with future acquisitions and additions to the national and state parks.
Well, I think we all have to work together. It's like bringing everybody together as partners to see what part of it they can get behind and work towards what'll benefit all of us. Really, it's limitless possibility.
The community may choose to create here a world-class gateway to Redwood National and State Parks, honoring and interpreting the region's rich natural and human histories, and giving visitors new ways to explore and appreciate the magnificent and reunited redwood ecosystems. But whatever these partners and the public ultimately decide to do together, it's certain that the forest environment and all its residents will benefit from the reconnection, restoration, and protection of the Prairie Creek Scenic Corridor for generations to come. And all of us who visit will too.
We could really do something superlative here for showcasing this some of the most amazing forest on the planet, and really letting the public know just how special a place this is.
We need your support to purchase, protect, and restore this very special place. To find out how you can help, please visit us at SaveTheRedwoods.org.